Hi everyone, it's Cheryl. Welcome to my new and messy craft room. It's a mess. I moved to a bigger room so I would have more space, and I still have a mess. It's awesome, but that's my life. Let me get this out of here. Today I have some wonderful news. Wonderful for me, wonderful for my crafting, wonderful for my continuation with YouTube videos. I, just about a month ago, finally got off the overnight shift. An opening came up and I applied for it and I got it. So now, instead of working overnight and trying to put up the crazy hours I had, I get to come home, go to sleep. I'm loving it. I am sleeping so good. So I now can honestly say I am back. I saw it on YouTube the last time I was on there. I got a couple new subbies, and I'm hoping it's to this channel because my other channel, I tried to get rid of it, just totally delete it. I couldn't at the time, but I'm going to continue to try that because I don't need two channels, and that was only because I couldn't get this one back, and I finally got this one back, so this is the channel, this is it, that's all. So anyway, if you're a new subscriber to this channel, and I am amazed I still have subscribers, so thank you all so much. Welcome. What I wanted to do today, besides share my awesome news, because it was awesome for me because there was one week where I was working like 5 days, and the next week I was working 3 days, and it was so hard to get a sleep pattern going. But it's all good now, and as much as I love overnights, I really like being there by myself, just doing, my work and that. And as much as I love it, I'm not going back to it. Not where I work anyway. And then what I have is a small crafting haul that I've been accumulating to get back in, first of all, to get back into YouTube and crafting and that, because honestly, it's just, my mind goes blank when I go to start. So to get back into it, I have started doing the Mission Inspiration. It's a Facebook group founded by Mike Deacon, who's a wonderful art journalist. And so I got back into that so that I could get back into crafting. And I will, first of all, I think I will share you. We've only done the missions for the month of January and February, and what it is, for those of you not familiar, it's a fun group. If you're interested in art journaling or you're just starting out, I would say join it for sure, because every month they give you prompts of things to use to help you out, and and some words to use and colors to use, and you don't have to, but it really helps somebody like me because I have a phobia of art journaling. And I think it's just because, and someday I will take you through some of my collage journals, I tend to go out there with my art and get kind of bizarre and kind of crazy. And so I'm trying to do things. I got into a discussion with someone else in the group who's similar, that we just have our own way of doing things, but then when we go to do it to post on the group and stuff, we try to make it normal, whatever that means, so that people will understand. And I'm kind of like her. I've got my own style, and so I have a real phobia of it, so I'm working on it. I swore I'm going to do my next one in my style, and if people don't understand, I'm sorry. I'm me. I'm not normal. I'm original, and I like it that way. Anyway, I'm going to share those two with you, and then I'm going to share my small crafting haul, and then I'm probably going to get working on something since I have today off. Anyway, so January's mission, they give you, I don't know if I have the paper here somewhere. I probably do, but it's probably lost in the mess. Just to give you an idea what this is about, if you aren't familiar with the group or art journaling, January was use old map fragments, so I glued down old map fragments. This is my, let me zoom in a little bit. Whoops, it's back. There we go. Okay, whoops. My camera never sits straight with my table. I'm always jiggling stuff around. Okay, so it was use old map fragments, which I did. Then it was at least one suggested color, and I believe the colors were yellow, red, and a lime green. So I used those. Add stamping. So I stamped these red circles on here because I knew I was going to be using some red thread yarn stuff. Use threads or fibers, so I did. I wrapped my cats up in them. I don't know if this light will help. Does that help? I can't tell. I think it might help a little. We're going to go with it, but there's going to be shadows and possibly a little bit of glare. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really sure. Let me turn it off one more time. The light, because it's a more yellow light, seems to be taking some of the color out, but I think we're going to leave it on. And then it was spritz or spray color onto the page. Guess what I didn't do? I didn't do that one. I omitted that one. I had them all checked off and I didn't even notice. Okay, well, we can do that later. I'll just add some ink splatter or some paint splatters around the page. Add 3 focal points. So I have, of course, the 3 cats all wrapped up in the yarn. Add a phrase, word, or poem, and the stories, or the words that they gave us this time were challenge, precious, story, memento, and success. And so I used story, and I journaled on here, which was the last one. Add journaling or handwritten text. So I said, I am sure, knowing how my cats are, there is a good story behind this. That's what I wrote on there. So that's what that is. In February's mission, I did this one. And it was all about growth or play or rise, stay, and feather were the words that they gave you to choose from. And so I did go through all of this one. I even had my paint splatters on there. And I chose Beethoven, and then I chose the word rise, and then I wrote in above your limitations. Because Beethoven was deaf, but it didn't stop him from conducting. He got a little behind, but he still did it, so good for him. And since I work with the developmentally disabled, it's very important to me that all people rise above their limitations. I'm working on the cover right now, since it's called Mission Inspiration. This is as far as I've gotten. I got it just sewed. I chose to do a round one this time. Last year I was doing an 8x8, and I stopped early because of all the stuff going on in my life. But since it's Mission Inspiration, and I live in South Dakota, I cut out a map thing of South Dakota because that's where my missions are originating. And I cut out, this is an Andy Skinner stencil and mask set, and it's a lady, she's in a trench coat, looks like she has boots, so I thought that kind of secret agent-like. Anyway, that's that. Okay, now on to my small crafting haul. I can't stay out of Tuesday morning, and I need to. Okay, this is the first thing I bought, and let me zoom back out a little bit, or we're not going to have, just see my mess again. This punch, or corner chomper right here, does tag corners. Now I know that they had them out and they said that they were going to be, discontinuing them, and everybody was all upset, and I didn't have one. And I was shopping on Tuesday morning the other day, and I didn't plan on buying anything. But then I saw this, and it has the small and large sizes for doing the corners on tags. So I bought it. I think it was like $12.99. Well worth it for me. I hate trying to cut off one side evenly and then have to line the little triangle up. I always move it. My tags always look like crap. So anyway, this was probably the buy of the century for me, and I don't know if they've reissued them or not. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they have, and maybe the rest of you can get them too. A while back, I bought one of these for help with my art journaling. It's the Dymo Lettertag, and they are great because I have a printer, and my printer and I disagree totally most of the time, and the printer wins. So I bought one of those. Then I was at Michael's, and they were having stamp sets, and that's where I got the cats and the bird. And I don't know if there's too much glare there. There's still glare from the windows. I have windows right in front of me here. And the shades are drawn, but still. Anyway, I got the cat and bird stamps. I would really like to get the whole set of cats, the whole set of birds, and the whole set of dogs. But these were on sale. It's all they had. It was, I think, the last package they had, so I bought it. And then going back to Tuesday morning, I just bought this little set because I am saving up stuff to do an owl-themed junk journal. And this had a really cool-looking owl on it. down here in the corner. I don't know if you can see them. I'm sorry about the glare. And so I bought that stamp set. I also was in Tuesday morning one day and bought the Bo Bunny circular texture stamp set. That's where I got the little red circly deals I used on the cat page. And then I bought this Dilutions stamp set, which I haven't even used yet, but I'm waiting. I'm trying to think up the perfect thing to use it on. And it did come with a stencil, but I removed it. I thought I put it in with the rest of my stencils, and you know what? I can't find it. It's about like I've been looking for over a week for, I had some of the Tim Holtz paper dolls, I guess they call them. Been looking for them all over the place, and then I happened to look in a box last night, and they were right there. I guess I must have just passed them by. And this was probably my last great buy for Tuesday morning. I was in there one day, and they had some of the 8x8s. This is the Graphic 45 Vintage Hollywood. And they had 2 of these, so I bought them both. And then I went back a few weeks later, and they had the 12x12 sheets. Oops, there goes that glare again. And they had the other sheets that go with it, and I am sorry about the glare. So I bought them. I mean, they were only $3.99 a piece, and I mean, it's Graphic 45, that's a heck of a buy, and I couldn't pass it up. I also, in my absence, bought another jelly plate, although you can't see it. Well, you kind of can, because it's kind of got bubblies in it. I bought that, and I'm waiting. I can't wait for Zoe to come. Zoe's my granddaughter, for those of you who don't know. She's 6.5, and she loves to craft and make things, and I can't wait for her to come because Grandma wants Zoe to play with the jelly plate because I think Zoe's going to love it. We'll make a big mess, and we'll have a lot of fun. And the last thing, I have said forever I was going to buy one of the small scoreboards because I'm going to get into making some cards here. I've started, and I want to get into that, and let's face it, these are a lot better for a lot of things than the great big one I have. So that basically is my shopping. I'm so excited that I'm now on the, I work 2:30 in the afternoon to 10:30 at night, and then I get to come home, I get to go to bed. I've got so much more energy. Everything is working so much better now. So I am looking forward to getting back to crafting full time. I just need to get my mojo back, as they call it. And I'm working on that with the art journaling. Hopefully it won't be too long. I'm starting to kick some ideas around in my head again. I finally feel like I am not tired anymore, so I have the time, you know, and my brain is functioning more than... It's amazing, my brain never totally functions. But it's doing a lot better than it was, so when I was trying to figure out how to sleep and do the overnights. So I am looking forward to at least one video a week. Last time I was on here, I know I said I was going to start, and I was still doing that overnight, and then it just all of a sudden happened that an overnight position came open. It was really unexpected. Nobody even had any idea the person who had that shift was going to quit, so... Yeah, it worked out really well for me, and now I should be able to get back to crafting and doing what I do, and I hope that you will all join me because this time it's for real. I mean it. So thank you everyone who is still subscribed to me. Thank you for anyone new who has subscribed to my channel. I know I've said 100 times I will be back. I will be back. And I'm going to stay. I really missed this, and I really missed all of you. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.